got this big block supercharged, what would you call it, a Model A pickup. Big block Chevy powered. Pontiac 389, 1932 Ford sedan. This fantastic survivor has been owned and lovingly preserved by Dennis Lesky, owner of Ionia Hot Rod Shop and guest curator of this exhibit since 1979, right down to the original paint. The car's history starts in 1956 when noted Michigan hot rodder Bill Waddell purchased the sedan and began to create a hot rod. In 1958, he began racing the car with a sponsorship from Custom Equipment of Flint. In 58, he won BG title at the NHRA Drag Nationals in Oklahoma City, set a national speed record for the class of 105 miles an hour. In 1966, John and Sue purchased the car, and it was Sue who, because of a large amount of money they put into the car, soon named it Regret. Crazy story. Made for racing. Goodwin Pontiac Grand Rapids. 3 2s. Tiger by Ted. Headers. Headers car. Buick brakes, of course. New age 32 Ford, laid back Auburn style windshield, Motor City hot rods, flamed Halabrand wheels. Boy, what a great painting, huh? Don't know which direction to go, and I like these cars. It woke me up. Early small block Chevy, 4-barrel intake with two barrels, Strombergs, or similar with a generator, old school. Ford with a Chevy power. It's an old 327. It's got the pipe plug there in the cam gallery. Body number Ford. Champagne taste. Whoa, this thing is channeled over the frame. That means the frame is in the body. Yep. Chop the floor and put it back up 4 inches higher. So the frame, instead of being down here and being entirely visible, is in the body. So you're sitting in a crazy place. Oh boy, that's cramped quarters. Chop the top and channel it over the frame. Wow. All kinds of customs. 1951 Chevy Bel Air Coupe. Customized by the shop of brothers Sam and George Barris. Disappeared until discovered in 1980. Restored to 1952 appearance. Looks brand new. Cadillac hubcaps. What a beautiful custom. French headlights. No trim around the headlights. All kinds of fancy touches. Gold, green. Barris custom. Tree on the tree. Camera fixed itself on the last we have. Sure wasn't working a little while ago, but it's working now. aircraft seats. Built in the woods by squirrels. Scarlet Cart, true survivor. Lansing, Michigan native Bob Kruger acquired the Roadster in 1950 at the age of 19 and it served as daily driver. By 1959, he created the Chevy-powered hot rod, entered in the Amateur National Championship drag races in Detroit, Michigan, and won second best appearing car and crew, all in matching scarlet red t-shirts. It graced the centerfold of February 1960 issue of Hot Rod magazine, becoming the only Lansing car so featured. Kruger owned this car for an astonishing 46 years. Till he was 65, before allowing the current owners to become its caretaker. A true survivor, this unrestored car is 100% original and is just it was way back in 1959, right back to the paint, tires, and Hallebrand wheels. Scarlet Cart. Built by squirrels. All you need is a tachometer right in your eyeballs. Latham axial flow supercharger, aircraft seats, built by squirrels in the woods. Bob Kruger, owner and builder, Lansing, Michigan. Is that where they built Oldsmobiles, Buicks, and Flint? Am I getting my facts correct? Oop, a little bit of primer. Scarlet Cart. Gilmore. They made parts for Corvairs too. They made a lot of parts. Pretty crazy, huh? Original tires and paint. Four deuces. Look at those Rams headers. Kind of sort of like the way Chevrolet made them, but fancier. Wonder who offered those. Interesting. Garlick's tachometer. Rosetta timing. This certifies that this Roadster, Ford Roadster owned by Merck V8, Offie equipped, has traveled, I'm going to read it, September 12th, 1951, 115 miles, 115.6 miles an hour. Chevy powered Ford Roadster, 1931. Four deuces. T-bucket. I don't know what kind of transmission it is. The tranny guys will have to tell me. Muncie, Saginaw, don't know. Arden heads on a flathead. No, it's a Y block. 352, maybe a 312 or a 352. Overhead cam. Are those overhead cam? Is that how that works? No generator. It's got a magneto. Y pack headlights. Can't read it. No. Highly modified Ford T Roadster known as a T-Buck was built in the late 1960s by legendary Arden expert Cotton Worksman, along with Bob Knack in Cotton's one-car garage. Features the very rare Arden overhead valve Hemi head conversion designed by Zora Arcus Duntov for Ford Motor Company. Recognize the name? Mr. Corvette. Intended for use on commercial truck fleets. A surplus number of heads found their way to racers and hot rodders who found they could gain an additional 100 horsepower with them. The space tube designed frame like those used in exotic race cars of the year was also Cotton's handiwork. Popular hot rodding described the hot rod as a street bandit when they featured it in the June '77 issue. Truck fleet designed by Zora Arcus Duntov. who went to work for GM, I think, in 1954, and made the 55 Corvette what it is, and look what it is today. One man. Bouncing over the tracks just before the train. '57 Chevy chasing a chopped, drilled axle 32, 31. Pretty cool. Corvettes being assembled, 1961 or 62. 62 was the first year for the 327, last year for solid axle. Interesting, huh? '32 Ford. Veda or Roadster Tribute. Can't read them all. I gotta hit the road. Strapped shut. No front brakes. Knee action shocks. The access to these cars is tremendous. You just gotta be careful. Floorboards. Plywood. Real simple. Hot Rod magazine, April. I've got some of these magazines, if you can believe it. I used to collect them as a kid. Still have them. I'd buy them from old people, and they're probably dead. And I don't know where they'll end up. Where they'll end up when I die, but I've got them. Tachometer drive off the front of the crankshaft. Antique technology on the TV. Tommy Ivo Cadillac-powered '32 Ford. 2 regulators. Detroit racing equipment. Aluminum high-rise with 2 Rochester 4Jets. Cadillac engine. And Cadillac gave up its heart. Top-mounted fuel pump. Generator. There. Goes the oiler for the generator. Beautifully finished, huh? 1932 Ford. Many car magazines of the early 50s gave the impression that the hot rod was born in California and that nothing happens east of that state, yet one Midwest native and is channeled over the frame. The frame is up behind the doors. 32 Roadster proved otherwise. Tommy Foster's self-built hot rod grabbed attention by winning a large number of trophies in 52 and 53, making it one of the most successful cars on the show circuit at the time. Its resume includes wins of most outstanding cars at 53 Detroit Autorama, first place trophies from the following events: International Motor Show New York, Mid-America Motor Show Cincinnati, Speedorama Minneapolis, and the Custom Auto Show Dayton, Ohio, and the Motor World Fair Miami, Florida. Hot Rod magazine soon took notice and featured the car in August 1952. The Tucker is here, the Hot Rods are here, 48 Buick photos are here right from the factory. Lincoln Continental photos, and hot rods and luxury cars and survivors. What a beauty like this. Built by a fellow in the Midwest on his own designs. I love these survivor cars. It's Tommy's car. I thought it might have been TV Tommy Ivo. He built these awesome racing cars, 4-engined dragster with 4 Buick engines that I saw in California a number of years ago. Los Angeles. The Hot Rod something or other museum. Wally Parks is, or he was the guy that ran Hot Rod magazine. I don't remember. 75th anniversary, Juice Hot Rods. Through the radio. Motorola, you see that radio wild? Well, they got tubes. A wooden firewall. There's a tachometer control. I don't know, I like the stick shift though. I like my cars with stick shifts. You build a hot rod, it's gotta have a stick shift. Well, we've had a good time looking at the hot rods at the Gilmore. They sure have got it all here. Loving it. 4 cars. Studebaker, Lincoln, Cadillac, more Studebakers, Kaiser Frazers, Fords.